Hello and welcome back to another early adopter edition. And in this episode, we're going to talk about my first perspective. This is important if you want to simplify the tooling or strategically personalize the tooling that's most productive for you to use in any particular session. So let's get started. Now, I'm currently in a project, but the settings that you're going to make for perspectives is applicable to any of your desktop Sparx implementations. So no matter what project that you're working on, these perspectives are going to carry forward. So what are perspectives in Sparx? Basically, these are predefined sets of modeling technologies, patterns, and tools tailored to specific domains, methodologies, and modeling approaches or purposes. They help streamline the user experience by filtering and organizing the available diagram types, toolboxes, and patterns to focus on those relevant to particular modeling contexts, techniques, and making it easier to create consistent and purpose-driven models. Where can perspectives be found and managed? They're from the Start tab, All Windows Perspectives. Right here, we're going to hit the down caret here. And you have personal sets. These are 5 that I've already set. You have shared sets across the team, specialized sets, and then there's a bunch of canned sets that are here that you can use. Today, we're going to focus on personal sets. This will be my first personal perspective or my first perspective. We'll talk about these other ones in later sessions. You can play around with these and change them back, or just go back to all and it'll reset everything. Let's create one. So we're going to go to perspectives, hit the drop down caret, go to settings, and then you have these tabs across the top, go to personal sets. And again, these are ones that I've created. We're going to create a new one, and it is basic UML. And we're not going to hit strict, we're just going to hit OK. So you see it up here at the top, alphabetical order, and then over in the right, you can include these technologies. So core UML, the basic UML tooling that we're going to use, we're going to check this box and it selects all of them. And you can turn things off like, I don't know timing, I don't want to do timing, I'm going to take that out. But we're going to leave that on because I want to show you the core UML. When we get down here, we have core extensions. And we'll talk about this in a moment because we're going to set one up specifically for solution design. And let's just see what this one does. So we're going to hit save. Now it is saved. Here we go. Here's everything, something I call everything. Learning UML, minimal, simple, right? So let's go back up to basic and we're going to hit close. Now, to prove a point that these perspectives carry across all of your Sparx implementations, I created a blank project. There is nothing in here whatsoever. I'm on the Start tab. I'm going to go to Perspectives, Personal Sets, and you can see this is the one we just created, Basic UML. I'm going to go ahead and select it. And Model Builder pops up. I don't need it, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I am going to create a new package in here. I'm going to take the default package 1, and you can see that the only tools I have available are basic UML. I've got structural and I have behavioral. That's all I have. Structural is created a class diagram. So I get all of the tooling very simple for doing anything that I want to do. Create another package. We're going to create a use case right here. I get all of the tooling that comes with Sparx. So I can do simple use case, create. There we go, right? Simple use case tooling. Everything's ready to go. So this is a very simple implementation for just doing basic UML. Now I want to say congratulations. You just did my first perspective, but that's too easy. Let's create something a little more complicated before we close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to perspectives again, personal sets right here, and we're going to go down to settings, and we're going to create a new personal set. So these are the ones we have right now. This is the one we just created. We're going to select new, and this one essentially is just going to be solution design. Keep it as simple as possible, right? So in here, again, I have a blank board here, all of these available. I want to have core, of course. I want to have extended when I'm doing solution design. I want to have database engineering. So I'm going to check this one here. Common tools. I'm going to need all of these, especially governance. Now I can check some of these off, but yeah, I don't want to check any of these off. I'm going to leave those. I don't need any of these. Not doing BPMN. I don't need that. And we're going to keep going down here and we're going to pick. We have data warehousing in this, so I'm going to select that and for schema. And then I'm going to keep going down here. I can always come back and add or remove various MDGs, model-driven generation. This is tooling that works within Sparx. Kanban, I'm going to want that, definitely. Mind mapping for brainstorming. And I'm going to stop there. There's other things. I'm not doing project management, but if I was a project manager, I could create my own perspective for project management. Simulation, not yet. I can come back and add that in as we're moving into design. And we're going to go ahead and stop there. Let's go ahead and close this. Yes, thank you very much. That is closed. I don't need these two packages. We're going to create another package in here. This is going to be package 3, accept the default, create a diagram. I'm going to have model builder pop up, and you can see it's structural and behavioral. Where's my tooling? So this is a common mistake that folks make. We need to go to perspectives, personal sets, and then we need to go to solution design and choose this. So there we go. Now we have all of this tooling available. Go ahead and close this. I'm going to delete this package and we're going to do it again. So create a package, package 3, create a diagram, and now I have all of this tooling that's available for me. That's very important to solution design. There's certainly more, and I could have gone in and removed some of these, like Microsoft Access. I'm not dealing with that. A Firebird, I'm not dealing with that. I could go in and remove these as we get into data warehousing and design. So Kanban, I get all of that. Mind mapping, I get that for brainstorming. So I'm ready to go with solution design perspective. That's going to conclude this video. In later, more advanced videos, we're going to get into, let's just go ahead and bring up one of them, the settings, bring up one of them here. And we're going to, from personal sets, go to the solution design that we just created. And you can right click on this and move to shared so you can share this with your team members in a project or copy to share. So I usually copy to share. And now when I do that, that's in shared sets. Here we go. It's right here, ready for others to see. If I share this outwardly within the project, they're not going to see it right away. There's some other steps that you have to take, but we'll talk about that in a more advanced session. Thanks very much for watching. I hope this was useful. I'm getting a lot of questions on perspectives, limiting the vast amount of tooling that's available for you depending on the license that you purchase. I'm on Unified, and this just helps you get down to the tooling that's most productive for you. So until that next episode, happy modeling.